Today we are working on the Datsun and we are doing some pretty big things. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Grayson McTaggart and I like working on cars. And we have so many parts coming up to put into this car. I'm so excited, it's gonna be so cool. So if you're not already, be sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any of the content coming out in the future. This car is really close to being able to be driven and driven really hard. As you guys can see, I have a bunch of parts that we will be putting in over the next few videos. We're gonna be doing a multi-part series to really get everything done with this car and get it driving again. Recently, I did some off-camera work and I took the intake manifold off. If you are working on a Datsun or you're curious on how I did that, I'm gonna leave a link to another video in the description down below. I found an excellent YouTube channel that really goes in detail on how to take all the parts out, and no, not everybody wants to see that, so if you are curious in that, I'm going to link it to him. He explained it way better than I can, but I just want to let you guys know that I have indeed taken the intake manifold off. It is over here on the bench. I have been cleaning it up, getting all this just dirt and grime off of it, and making it look better. But there's a reason why I needed to take the intake manifold off, and that is because we have new exhaust headers, 6-into-1, MSA exhaust headers going into the Datsun. So now that the intake manifold is off, we can take this old exhaust header off and start putting in the new exhaust. Now, if you notice, this exhaust header is like a cast iron exhaust header. Not super great. There's actually a wasp nest right there sitting on the exhaust header. That really shows you how old this car is, how long that like these headers have been in here. And so I'm excited, and I know it's gonna be so good for the car to have those new headers in. The plan for this video is basically take out the old exhaust headers, test fit the new exhaust headers, and if they fit well, I'm going to weld in an O2 bung for something that is coming down the line that I'm so excited about, that you guys should be super excited about. And then we're going to paint them with thermal paint and then install them into the car. Anyway, we got a lot to do, so let's get started. Okay, so we went ahead and disconnected the upper half. These are all just like pressure fit washers, so I'm not too worried about these. The 3 main bolts holding it in were here. I already took these off on the ends earlier, so we're good there. Now all I have to do is I have to remove this down pipe here that's connected to the header. And I could just take off the header from here, but I think I'd rather just take the whole thing out at once. So deep down in there, you can't really see, but there is another flange that I can disconnect down there. There it is. And in order for me to get to that, I have to raise up the entire car and put it on stands. So I think I'm just gonna jack up the car on one side so I can get down to it, and hopefully they'll come free pretty easily. I'm not counting on it, but hopefully. I hope you guys are enjoying this, because this is what it's actually like to work on a car. Painful and annoying. Oh, no way. Oh wait, it's caught right there. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I think I need to go down, because there's no way this is coming up. Can I even go down? What is this? This is about to get cut. I need to be very careful. Oh, I can't go down. It do go down. No, it don't. It do. It do. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. This was not planned. What's going on down there? Oh. Oops. You know what I don't think's gonna happen? This going down. Oh jeez. Oh, it's hitting the steering rack. Okay, this is plan what? Z? Okay, so we're underneath the car. we're gonna go for this. Oh, sick. That worked. No way, bro. Penetrating oil for the win. That's a different size. Bro, in the comments, you think this is gonna work? Because it didn't. Okay, so sometimes it calls for drastic measures when you're working on a car, and I only needed to take off the headers and the downpipe, but now I have taken off the entire exhaust because of one bolt. Anyone who like watches the channel who thinks like working on cars is easy, it's not. Why do I do it? It's fun when you're not doing it. Anyways, besides the point, let's get this exhaust out to put the new one in. Okay, so I think I got everything disconnected. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross all your fingers. I can't do that in gloves, but oh, that's almost so broke. Oh, bro, this is so heavy. Oh, it's so flaky. No. Oh, man. Oh, that's so heavy. Oh, my gosh. Guys, I just did an exhaust delete. I did a everything delete. Hey, guys, welcome back to the video. Today, we're doing a engine delete in my Datsun. No, I'm kidding. My sense of humor is fading because I'm in pain. Not actually. I'm fine, but mentally, I'm not. I was a little concerned because I thought it was hitting the steering rack. Looks like it wasn't, so it looks like we're good there. But yeah, the intake and exhaust manifold is completely off now. Like, it's just gone. There's the old exhaust, that's coming out too. Here's the exhaust manifold, here's the old one, and there's the new one. Okay, so there's the old one, and here's the new one. If you can't tell, that's a big difference. Also, this one, just by picking it up with one hand, not bad. This one, I can tell you, I'm about to struggle with a lot more. My little skinny noodle arms. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize. I knew, like, I was like, weight reduction, whatever. No, bro. This thing is heavy. What? Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna pick them both up. It's just like a perspective here. So like, here's the new one. Not that bad. I can toss it up and down confidently. Like, I'm gonna catch it, no problem. I could curl this thing all day, right? Not actually, tiny arms, but here's the old one, dude. It may look smaller, like it may not look as beefy, but this thing is like, I don't know if you can see me straining to lift this thing. This is a serious workout. This actually, dude, what? Dude! Oh, there's another wasp nest on the back of it. Look at that. What? This thing's heavy. This isn't even all of it that it's replacing. I still have the downpipe that thing's replacing too. Oh my gosh. That's nuts, bro. Okay, enough of me like geeking out, but let's get back to work. Okay, so now here's the real question. Is this gonna fit? And I'm definitely gonna need someone to help me get this in, but I think it's gonna fit. Okay, so it's been a couple days since I picked up the camera, and there's a reason for that. I had to take the new headers and get a O2 bung welded in. I took these up to LG Motorsports. They went ahead and welded that in for me. They also helped me with a couple things on the intake manifold, so huge shout out to them. They don't usually work on Datsuns like this. Usually they're strictly V8 guys, but they did me a huge favor and helped me out there. But the last clip that you guys saw was me telling you how much that weighs, the old headers weigh compared to the new headers. So I went ahead and got an old bathroom scale, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the weight difference between these two. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step on this for reference. So it's at 0 right now. If I step on this, I come in at about, what is that, 125-ish? Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. This is the old, like, downpipe piece. These two pieces make up this one piece. So I'm gonna weigh this one. That gains about 5 pounds-ish. You can see that comes in at about 131, 132. So this is about 5 pounds. And now this piece, I'm guessing, is gonna be like 15 pounds. Oh, I was so wrong. Okay, what is that, 155 almost, 154? And what, I was 130, 125, something like that? say that was about 5 pounds. This is about 20 pounds, I think, because 25 pounds, so 30 pounds right here. Now let's see how much the new headers weigh and see how much weight we saved by switching to these. So what is that? That comes into around 149, 150, so I'll round it up to 150 to make it easy. So that means that these new headers alone, if you subtract my weight, basically how I'm doing this is I'm just subtracting my weight. If I put these on there alone, it won't give an accurate reading, so I'm just standing on there holding them. So if you subtract my weight, that's about 20 pounds for these new headers total. These old headers alone are 25 pounds. Not to mention the downpipe, which was another 5 pounds. So that's a huge weight reduction. Considering that this car doesn't have a lot of power, that's a huge deal that we're reducing that much weight out of the car. Every little ounce of weight reduction, every little ounce of weight that we remove from this car changes the power to weight ratio by quite a bit, because since this car weighs so little already and it doesn't have a lot of power, the more we reduce the weight and the more we increase the power, the faster this car is going to feel, and it's going to be like an exponential change. So this car already feels super fast because of how light it is, but since we are increasing power and reducing weight even more, it's going to feel really, really fast. It may not have high horsepower numbers, it's going to feel like it does just because of how little this car weighs, which is a concept that I don't think a lot of people talk about enough on the internet. Everybody just goes for horsepower numbers, which power is normally a good gauge, but 600 horsepower in a 1,500 pound car compared to like 600 horsepower in like a 2,500 pound car or a 3,000 pound car, that's a huge difference. And I don't think a lot of people talk about that, or at least not enough on the internet. All you see is like 1,000 horsepower and think, wow, that must be fast. But I think there's a lot more to it than just that horsepower number. There's torque, there's weight, and there's plenty of other factors that people don't talk about enough when it comes down to the numbers of a car. Anyway, that's kind of a tangent. All that just to say that I'm saving weight by putting these headers in, which we kind of already knew. Now I just know exactly how much. Anyways, let's go ahead and get these headers painted and throw them back in the car. Okay, so to paint these headers, I'm using this flameproof VHT paint. I'm just gonna do a quick time lapse in this video, but I will record this and upload it as a separate video for people who are more curious about the in-depth process of how to paint these. So if you're curious to that, I'll link it down below or up above so you can know exactly how I'm painting these headers and all the little details if you want to do this for yourself. But I know a lot of you guys don't care about that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and time lapse this and show you guys the general process. Okay, while I go ahead and let these headers dry, it should only take a few minutes before I'm able to touch them and handle them, but I'm probably gonna give it about an hour. In the meantime, there's a couple things that I have to do to kind of prepare to install these headers onto the car. Basically, as you can see, all of the intake and exhaust ports where the headers basically attach are covered right now. So I need to uncover these, and not only that, if you saw earlier in the video when I uninstalled the header manifold, like the exhaust manifold, the studs actually came out with it, which is a good and bad thing. So here are the old studs. I know it's not gonna focus on them, but these are the old studs right here. Notice how rusty they are. These were shiny and new at one point. Yeah, I'm sure these were like stainless steel. They're not clean anymore. So I don't really want to put those back into the car, and I kind of prepared for that situation. I went ahead and ordered a brand new stud kit for both headers, so intake and exhaust manifolds. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in. That way, as soon as this is done drying, I can go ahead and install it back on the car. Now that the paint has dried to the touch, I can go ahead and pick up these headers As you can see, there are a couple little like marks in here from where I like touched it while I was painting it, but that's okay. I just need them to be functional and look just a little better, so this is perfect for what I'm going for. Let's go ahead and peel all this masking tape off of here. Get all this off of here like that. There we go. Flip it over and get all of this off of here. This is kind of a satisfying part too. Look at that. Now, I bought new studs for both the intake and exhaust manifolds, but I didn't realize that some Datsun intake manifolds don't use the same studs. So I'm only using the ones for the exhaust manifold, not for the intake. I also went ahead and cleaned this up as much as I could. I used some like brake cleaner and stuff and a little scraper, a little razor blade to get most of this grime off, but everything that's left here is either too caked on that I can't get it off, or it's not really a factor. So let's go ahead and get these new headers on. And just like that, the headers are in. I haven't torqued them down yet, but as soon as I put the intake manifold on, I probably will. Actually, I know I will, but all this will be installed fully here in a little bit. There's a few other ways that you can go about doing this. A lot of people would use heat wrap to make sure that this is holding as much heat as possible in the exhaust and not kind of soaking through to the intake manifold. I didn't decide to heat wrap them because heat wrapping is a total pain, especially on these headers where there's really tight corners in here that's just really hard to get heat wrapped through. That just sounds like a total pain to me. Instead, I just painted these with that coating, and then also there is a heat shield that goes in between the intake and the exhaust, which I'm going to put some heat shielding on that, like some heat tape on that heat shield to help reduce any heat from soaking through. Anyways, I think that's gonna pretty much do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Something new that I'm trying out that I want you guys to give me your opinion on is that POV view, that POV cam that I was wearing throughout some of those shots. If you guys enjoy that so you can really see what I'm looking at while I'm working on, please let me know in the comments down below. Or if you just like the third person view with this camera, let me know. I did a mix of both in this video. If you like one more than the other, please let me know in the comments. If you like the mix of both, please let me know so I can do more of what you guys like to see. Anyway, I think that's gonna pretty much do it for this video. Once this car is running, I will actually post a video of how these headers sound and my full thoughts on the quality I think of these. I'll do a full review on the MSA exhaust system. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.